Hi guys. I know it's been a few days. Been kind of busy. Went out of town for a little bit. And anyway, we're back at it again. And I've got a few things that I made yesterday. I had a few things in mind that I wanted to get done. And y'all probably thought it was going to be something that I was going to sell. It's not. It was more of a personal thing that I had to get done. So I'm going to turn around the camera and I'll show you a couple things that I finished, and then I'll show you what's in the kiln. So let me turn it around. Okay, let me turn on the light for you so hopefully you'll be able to see a little better. Yeah, it's on. So I've had a mess at my table for a while. And I just wanted to try to get something else done. A little bit easier to work, maybe help get the creative juices flowing, so to speak. So anyway, I kind of redid it. I moved my kiln right here, so I'll be able to put my hummingbirds in the little window right there, and we'll do the reveal here in just a minute in the kiln. But I put all my rods right here and kind of separated all my colors. Lots of beautiful colors that I'm going to get to play with. I couldn't really see all the ones that I had before. And I really don't need to order any more glass. I just need to get busy making stuff. So, and then I decided I would do a little family art kind of background so people can see kind of where the artistry comes from in our family. I have Aaron Denton. He's one of my family members, and this is a book that he wrote called Snowbirds. And then my other uncle, or my mom's brother, was also a writer. His name is Ivan Denton. He did a lot of books that he wrote, a series. And then he also was a wood carver, and this is his book, The Art of Ivan Denton. And let me show you a little bit. This is one of his carvings. Hi, Nancy. Thank you. A little motivated after the weekend, you know. So I'm just going to show a couple things. This my uncle's artwork. This was my mom's brother. He passed away a few years ago, unfortunately. But very talented, very artistic. This was kind of maybe one of his, like a self-portrait kind of thing, maybe, of wood carvings. One of the amazing things about his woodwork that I thought was amazing is that down here at the bases of all of his wood pieces, he would start or finish up where it was all attached. You didn't have to glue anything on. It was always attached. So that's just kind of amazing when you're doing woodwork. On all of his pieces, that's how it was. Extremely detailed. He used the grain to his advantage. But there's hundreds of pictures in here. Well, I don't know if there's hundreds, but maybe close to 100. Some relief carving. A couple dolphins. I think you can still order this book online or buy it on eBay maybe. Hi, Karen. Just showing some family history. A little bit of artistry from my family. This is my uncle's artwork. Now his two daughters, Adina and Janet, they're extremely talented as well. They make a lot of wood carvings. And that's how they make their living still, just like he did. Make it from doing wood carvings. But they teach classes. If anyone's interested in learning from them on how to wood carve, by all means, message me, let me know, and I'll get you in contact with them for you to take a course. But you can look Janet up. It's Janet Denton Cordell, and she has some classes coming up in Branson, and so does Adina, her sister, Adina Denton Huckins. Yeah, wonderful keepsake, that's for sure. This is one of my favorite pieces that he made. That piece was featured in the National Geographic. This is an older National Geographic. It is a 1975, July 1975. And National Geographic did a feature article on my uncle and his wood carvings. This is before my mom started doing any kind of glass work. But very cool. This was my uncle right here, sitting there carving on the bench. And then it goes into a lot of details on the family, kind of where he where we come from, that kind of thing. And this is where their house sits at, down in the boonies, what we like to call the boonies, down in northwest Arkansas. And this is the rock house or cabin that they built. They used all the native wood, stone from around, from where they lived at. And this house is still in the family. It's now owned by Janet and her family. And she has wood carving shows and stuff that she does out of there. Or was doing. I'm not sure if they're still using it for wood carving or not. I can't remember what she told me. I'll have to ask her tomorrow. And so this was all the family. So this is Laura. She does some beautiful, she does carvings as well. Not quite like Adina and Janet do. She does seamstress work, which is an art in itself. This is Terry. She passed away, unfortunately, at a young age. She was a fantastic painter, wood carver, all kinds of things. And then there's Ivan. Now this is Adina. She's no longer a baby since this was in 1975. She's more my age, a little bit younger than me, I believe. This is Barbara, their mom, who was my mom's best friend. And then this is Janet. And she's a wood carver as well now. So Adina, this is one of her wood carvings right here. It's a little bitty wood carving. Tons of detail. You see by my finger, it's a little miniature. Just beautiful. And then Janet, this is a few of her wood carvings. Very detailed. And she also does, as well as Adina, they do dolls. It's incredible, amazing, the woodwork dolls that they do. Now this is a knife that my nephew made. His name's Jeff Purse. And he's a napper, a flint napper. But he also does glass napping too. That's what this is. It's made out of glass. And then this is a deer antler that he did some wood burning on, which is kind of cool. There we go. So there's that. And then this is a bell that my mom made way back when. Nice little bell, glass bell. It's my keepsake, not for sale. Never will be. And then that's a picture, couple pictures of my mama and her glasses that she used to use for glass blowing. Pretty special. And then my other uncle. Oh, let me show you. Let me finish with the let me finish with the National Geographic real quick. So there's Terry, and that's their fireplace that they built. Ivan sitting back there carving. But this is the rock fireplace that they built. One big piece of rock. They have some beautiful rocks down there in the river where they live at. They used to make their own bread in the fireplace. Cornbread. Some of the best cornbread you'll ever eat. Then this is the piece that was featured in National Geographic. And there's a piece that he's carving on, and that one is in the book that I showed earlier. Now this is Terry. This is the creek that they always swim in down there. Still swim there. She's very beautiful. And that's one of the horses that she carved. It's very tiny. It's sitting on her finger. And then this is one of her carvings too that she did as well. She actually started making dulcimers in like a guitar type instrument. That's it. That's all, the whole article. But I think you can find that online, I think. National Geographic, 1975 of July. It has Ben Franklin on the front. That's how we always knew which one to find when we went shopping or something, because you always find old National Geographics in thrift stores and stuff, so it's always fun to find a little treasure like that. for us anyway. So that's Ivan. That was my mom's younger brother. I think Ivan was the youngest, I think. Now this was Pedro. He's the oldest of the family, the brothers, of her brothers, and he was a painter. He still is a painter. He's in his 90s and still going strong and doing great, and still keeping up with the times, I guess you could say. But he sent me a little note with it from my Uncle Pedro, which is kind of cool. So he did a lot of fishing. He was a commercial fisherman for a long time, many years. That's what they did to support their family. And he did a lot of paintings of being out on the open seas of Alaska. I actually got to go out with him on one of these boats that's in here, the Helen L. And these are very detailed paintings. So there's a lot of paintings in here. I'll just flip through and show you a few. Yeah, in let's see, let me think when it was. 1981, I believe, is whenever I got to go to Alaska with my mom and dad. And it was so much fun. Oh my goodness. He took us out on this boat, and we went fishing, and we caught some sea bass. So then he took us out to where all the sea lions were at, and we hand fed the sea lions. It was crazy cool. He shows in his diagrams how to do certain riggings for fishing. Pretty cool. Some things that he invented. There's the Lena, which was my grandma's name, Grandma Lena. Lena Denton, his mama. But his paintings are just incredible. All Alaskan scenes, Alaska in the seas, icebergs, glaciers. And those are like real life paintings. That's what it looked like there. He took us by the icebergs too, and by the glaciers. It was pretty cool. So anyway, just a little bit of history of our family artistry, where it comes from, which side of the family. I'm sure on my dad's side as well, there's some artistry there too. I'm not real sure. I know that my other uncle, Dan, my mom's other brother, he did some inventions for underwater welding, and just kind of cool. He was very, very talented as well. Very artistic. Thanks, Nancy. Hi, honey bunny. Oh, Jeff, you're funny. So, here's what I decided to make for yesterday. So this is one of the little hummingbirds that I made the other day. I did get to actually get one made. So I made some babies. Everyone likes the babies. This way you don't have to bid $150 on an adult to get a baby. This way you can bid whatever the bidding's going for, and maybe you can win you a baby. This one has a pretty little flower in his belly. Okay. And let's see. I'm going to set this down for just a second. Hang on. We made a little hook to latch my kiln on so it doesn't slam down on me. See, it's got a little hook right there. Wait, sorry about that. Hello? Sorry, guys. Had a call come in. Hopefully they won't start coming in one after the other like they did that one day. So here's one that I made, a little baby. Hi, Denise. How are you? So that's a baby. And I'll probably make a few more babies today. And here's one that has a new color. Such a beautiful color. Hopefully I can get the camera to pick up the colors. I don't know. We'll see. Here we go. See the colors in his head. And the flower is this is a silver fumed flower. So it's just silver that's fumed onto the glass, and then I make the impressions of the leaves or the petals for the flower, and then let gravity do its work and float it up into the glass. So he has a white, kind of gives it that white, but in different lighting. It also gives off a little blue, a real pretty blue hue. So since I did silver, I thought that I would do a little gold. So yes, you can hang them however you want. And some people use just use a piece of string and then maybe hang it from a nail or something on the wall, or some have been using like old candelabras or old candle holders. Flip them upside down and then hang them from the ceiling. So this one is a really deep red. It's a real dark red. And the flower inside is, let's see, the color is called sand white, I think, with gold fuming on top of it. Yeah, fishing line is the best thing to hang them with, I think, because it makes them look like they're just in the air. Okay, there we go. That flower turned out awesome. I love this one. Very detailed. Okay, so I only have 4 made right now. Hopefully I'll get a few more made today. I'm going to try. That's all that I have in there, guys. So I'm going to put the lid back down. There we go. And I'm going to get busy. I've got several things I need to get made. Let me turn my chair back around and I'll sit down. Okay, there we go. Alright, I'm going to get my kiln turned on and I'm going to get busy and see what I can get made. I have a cremorial piece that I'm going to try to get finished today. So maybe I'll have that one to show. An old sister. Thank you, Jessica. I appreciate that. That's awesome, Denise. I'm so glad to hear that. It's wonderful. Thank you, Lynn. I'm going to try to read these back real quick so I can answer any questions for you. Thank you, Elizabeth. I appreciate that. Okay. Well, thank you, Nancy. Yeah, well, you know. All right, guys. I'm going to get off of here, and I will let you go. I will turn around one more time and show you just a little bit quick of my little station now and how I've got it set up. I love how it's set up. I still have a few more of these little boxes to make. They're fantastic. These work great for glass work. Any of my glass blowing friends out there, if you're looking for a way to do your setup, these they use to put over fence posts. They are T-post sleeves is what they're called, and they're plastic. They're real lightweight. You can stack them and then tape them together. Works so good, so good. These are 2x2s, but you can buy them in several different sizes. Love them. So there's my new little artist corner. I put Family Heart, H-E, and then capital A-R-T, in case y'all didn't catch that. Family Heart. Yes, Denise, I have, and I actually was thinking about making one today. I'll see what I can do about getting one made. I have several requests for them. Unfortunately, a lot of us women have to deal with that kind of stuff. Anyway, I'm glad yours is going well. Love you guys. I am going to get off of here and get busy. Bye, everyone. Mwah. I love all of y'all. I appreciate your support. It's been so good. Can't do this without you. And I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. Be safe, and we'll see you soon. Feel free to ask any questions also, and I'll try to get them answered for you as soon as I can. Thanks, guys. Bye.